The in-browser, believe it or not, is a web browser for surfing the web, and here we're going to have a look at the in-browser for the first time. So prior and after installation it is just called in-browser, so the fact that it has a consistent naming to it is a very good advantage there. Just bear with me while I find the... Okay, so we've found the in-browser. And sometimes you'll be presented with an agreement screen, but in this case it has just presented us with the open icon as well as the address bar where you can type in your web address, so just be mindful about that. On the home page, hang on a bit. This is like a tutorial, and I'm wondering whether this is the terms and agreements screen after all. Just bear with me while I navigate through this maze. I think what is happening is the agreement screen, rather than opening in its individual window, is actually become part of the address bar when launched for the first time. So I'm going to exit this app and launch it again and see if that goes away. So I do apologise for this. Okay, so the screen has gone, so just be mindful that if you're finding that screen a bit hard to dismiss, then just exit the app and relaunch it again and the screen should be gone. So it's got some pages on the home screen, so that's a very good advantage, so you can research right away. And I think it already has some news headlines. It's got Julian Assange, Israel for Hammersmith Brig. So I think they are sort of news headlines. It is, however, under the general tabs icon, but again, it should really be under a news heading, because they personally wouldn't be general tabs. They sound more like news headlines or news topics, so that sort of needs changing. There is an unlabeled button on the top right hand side, so we're going to click that, and you've got incognito followed by a set of unlabeled icons. And again, if all the icons were labeled, people would know what they are focusing on. And the new tab is at the bottom. So this menu is a little bit all over the place. It would be nice if it was just one long list going down the side there. So that is going to be a bit of a disadvantage there. We're going to have a look at the open feature on the top left hand corner, which is labelled, by the way, and see what that brings us.
Search 1, unlabeled, incognito, logo and int, edit box, button.
No, it doesn't look as though that it does anything. as other than...
Int logo unlabeled button logo open.
I don't think it does anything, which is a bit of a...
In
Oh,
downloads.
there it is. It's the browser menu, so I do apologise for
Check downloads.
that confusion there.
In settings.
So here we've got these settings,
In browser help.
in browser help,
Change log.
change log,
Downloads.
downloads,
Tap to activate. Exit button.
exit.
Down. Change log. In.
So there's not really a lot in the
Settings.
menu,
Image.
such as the new tab and new incognito tab. However, we did find those options next to, well, by accessing that unlabeled button on the right hand side. But again, it'd be nice if everything was under one menu as opposed to
Unlabeled.
different menus containing different features, because then it'll be
Start settings. In
less confusion.
Start page. Settings.
So you got star page there, so it looks as though that if you want to visit this page regularly or any page, you can star it, which is a very good
Custom app.
advantage there.
Application language. Automatically.
So in the
Select
settings you
which
got
language the
application language, it's got automatically, so it sort of adapts to your system preferences.
Application locale. Device default. Application language.
The settings is in a window of its own, so it's not like Firefox, where it's a split screen view. So
Application language.
that is just for information.
Application theme.
Application theme, run in background,
Run in background. Full screen.
on in background live,
Application. Enable plugins.
enable plugins,
Enable JavaScript.
enable JavaScript,
Enable or disable loading of images.
enable or disable loading of images,
Enable keyboard suggestions.
enable keyboard suggestions.
Enable keyboard suggestions. Allow keyboards to make word suggestions when typing. Some keyboard can say ticked.
I'm going to leave that unticked,
Show
but it's a very helpful feature.
disabled. Hide address. Allow
Hide address,
hide address bar during scroll.
hide address bar during scroll,
Allow text zoom.
text zoom,
User agent.
user agent.
User agent. Permanently change or create a user agent feature.
So I haven't really seen that user agent before.
Security. Enable.
But one thing which is a little bit worrying
Enable a secure app.
is...
Custom search engine. Default search engine. Default.
Oh, there is a search engine. I was going to say there were no search engine, but it's quite a way down to the bottom, and it would be nice if it was at the top, given its importance. The search engine basically interprets what you have typed into the address bar or the edit box provided by the search engine and brings up the relevant information.
Default. DuckDuckGo. Google.
So you got default. I'm not too sure what the default is, but you got DuckDuckGo.
Start page. Google.
And it would be nice if it had Bing on there,
Search engine.
as that is a very popular search engine.
Safe search. This prevents
You
adult
got
content from appearing in your
Safe search.
Not it.
We will turn that on.
Default search engine. Private internet licenses.
And
In browser v.2.40. Google Auto.
I think that's basically about it. So the settings, although they have got a lot of settings there, I don't think they have got the essentials such as accessibility and password management. However, that may be in the security section, but when is that? Okay, so let us try some keyboard shortcuts. Now, as you probably know if you've been watching our browser videos, that we try two different keyboard shortcuts, and they are the Alt plus D command, which creates a new, which takes you to the address bar, when just for information that doesn't work, and the new tab command, which is Control plus T. Not too sure what that's done, but I didn't get an indication that that worked as well, so you can't really use keyboard shortcuts when using the in-browser. We're going to have a look at the Cessna 182 Skylane. So just bear with me while I type that in.
Open. Search auto. Enter field. CESSA. Cessna.
So before I could type in into the address bar, I actually had to double tap on this screen to confirm that I wanted to do so. And most browsers automatically put the cursor in the address bar so you can start typing. But the fact that I had to confirm is a little bit long-winded. So that's just for your information. It's keeping up with the screen reader in real time, which is very important because I have seen screen reader users that heavily rely on this screen reader when typing. So the fact that it keeps up with you in real time is a very good advantage there. One thing I have to say is that when I am tabbing to find my search results, it is not telling me what I am focusing on, which is a bit of a pain really.
Google main menu search photos, film image, shopping videos, maps, book.
And the search results actually
Google. Main. Back. Editing.
load in a way that you can only access them
Select.
by doing your screen reader gestures. You can't fill or scroll
Shopping. Video. News.
on this screen to get to your desired location, and I haven't really seen that before.
Pop-up button.
So perhaps it enables you to use touch gestures, but in this case it wasn't really all that clear.
Knowledge. Share. Cessna 100. Aircraft. Image result.
Just need to find the Wikipedia page.
Image. Description. View all. Image. View. Description. Description. Wikipedia.
Okay, so that took some while getting there.
Google. Main menu.
What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to pause this video because I am live here,
Unlabeled.
and
Button.
once I've found what I'm looking for, we will
Button.
continue on.
In browser is an American.
Alright, we're back with you now. It turns out that you can use the Bluetooth keyboard, but I think what you have to do is you first need to focus the screen reader by hand on anywhere on the page that you are on, and then should you use the Bluetooth keyboard you can do so by using the tab key, but again it is a bit too long-winded, so we're going to have a listen to see how it reads the articles.
Alert. Repeat last utterance. Read from next. In browser. Cessna 182 Skylane. Cessna 182T Skylane N2231F Cotswold Airshow 2000.
So it's reading articles fairly well.
Link. Roll. Light utility aircraft.
And that is a very good advantage there. And for those of you who are wondering where are the two TalkBack voices, that is because I've managed to fix that problem in the Google TalkBack itself, and I'm using another text-to-speech software. That is why the voice sounds different. So let us have a go at playing a video, because what we have found is some browsers actually alter the video quality output produced by the speakers. So you may have a very good tablet with very good speakers, but if the browser is not using the speakers to their full potential, then that is going to impact on your video playing performance. So we're going to have a go at playing a Sending the Dogs YouTube video.
Incognito, private browser for Android, WebView. Any direct send June 15th, 2016.
Alright, so we're on
Send in 46 hours 42.
Okay, so we're just going to click this video for demonstration purposes.
HTTP2 video.
So page loading is fairly okay.
Please ensure that the connection is strong or try to reconnect. Tap to activate.
So we're just going to unmute the video, and again that leads me on to another point. Most browsers have a bit of a nasty habit on automatically setting the YouTube videos to mute, and that can be problematic. So we're just going to turn the volume up and see how this video plays. So sound is pretty good, video playback is pretty good. It seems pretty fluid, and it is quite a smooth video playing experience. So yes, you can play videos fluidly on this. I'm not too sure how it would work on the Fire tablet though. We'll probably do that in another video. But so far, video playback rather, is very good. So in conclusion, this browser is fairly easy to install. However, using the browser, I will probably say, is anything but easy. First of all, when you launch the app for the first time, although you are presented with the address bar, the agreement screen or tutorial screen, instead of opening in its individual window, becomes part of the browser home screen, meaning that you would have to relaunch the app. Doing your first Google search or whatever search engine you desire can be a little bit problematic if you use a Bluetooth keyboard. Also if you use the touchpad, because I was unable to scroll using my finger on the touchpad like I would on Chrome or Firefox even. That can be a bit of a accessibility blunder for screen reader users. Even more so, you probably have to spoon feed it should you choose to use your Bluetooth keyboard. For example, if you want to type in the address bar, even though you've used your arrow keys to scroll there, you would still need to double tap on the screen to confirm that you want to type there. So overall, if you want a browser that is quite simple and less long-winded, I would suggest going for Google Chrome or Firefox.